Do test, test, test. Always have to test. And let's see this audio.
Someone want to try?
Yeah.
Put him in my lap. You think you can lift him?
Baby's coming to help. Stand by.
Chiefy,
the Pooh Man job.
Chiefy wants to participate in the gratitude.
No.
Okay, Chiefy wants to play now.
Now that we're up,
No.
it's confusing.
Expect the
for
barking
him.
to begin. I just wanted to snuggle. Can I get some AC, please? All this winning is making me hot.
Yeah.
Somebody's got it, yeah.
How old is Chief again? Chief? Sorry, Nate, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
I think he's like 10 months old, right?
Probably
No,
should've-
he's a year, a little bit over a year.
Yeah, he's probably about a year old.
It's Yeah. crazy
I thought
when
he was
Rocky
older.
are the same age.
Probably
Yeah.
should have tested this out so I could actually hear before I started the stream. Okay, there we go.
He grew. I mean, when we got, I don't know how long have we had him now? A few months?
God, I don't know.
A couple months? I don't know. But he grew a lot when we got him. I think he's about a year probably, which is crazy. Imagine the rate of growth in 1 year, because you know he came out as like a little
Tiny little thing, yeah.
tiny little thing.
He has so much
I
fucking
see.
aura, bro. Come on.
He does. He does.
Yeah, my last stream got interrupted. I'm sorry, everyone, but I'm back, and we're just going to finish this podcast and talk about silly little politics. So, what happened in the first part of the broadcast? Well, Kaceytron made a very scripted and stunted apology to Ethan Klein and Ethan Klein for some reason, and like AB and Lena for some reason. I was under the impression that the lawsuit was about, I thought it was about copyright infringement, but apparently it was simply about the grievances that Ethan Klein had with Kaceytron. So we had all of Ethan's grievances with Kaceytron cleared up and aired in the apology, and now Ethan Klein is just like, he's like a pig in shit rolling around in the apology, relishing in it, using it to attack Hassan, because apparently Hassan never said that he would support Kaceytron, and Ethan's like mad about him for never saying that he would support her. Anyway, let's continue with the episode. So they're talking about Ethan's dog. Where did we leave off? He was going over the list of people that donated to Kaceytron's GoFundMe and was bragging that all of that money was going to go to him.
No, he's a year, a little bit over a year.
Yeah, he's probably about a year old.
Yeah.
It's
crazy
crazy
when
when
Rocky
Rocky
are
are
the
the same age.
Yeah.
He grew. I mean, when we got, I don't know how long have we had him now? Oh, actually, I'd love to see that because I don't
Just
remember.
because he was, we got in the car and he immediately was cuddling with me, and I knew that was like, oh,
Talking about the dog.
okay.
Yeah. There's just so many kids now. Like,
Yeah.
Bats are great.
They're great. It's
They
fun
look-
vibes.
Yeah, I was surprised at the price.
That needs sparkle.
Content nuke.
That's okay. I'll skip forward a little
To
bit.
garner sympathy. This lawsuit has given me a greater content creation community. It is important for the entire content creation community to respect the intellectual property rights of other creators, and I will adhere to the lessons I've learned throughout this process going forward. I also want to make clear that I did not receive any support, financial or otherwise.
We
from
heard this
Hassan
part, but
It's like giving vibes of like the DARE program. You come in, just say no to drugs, kids. Just say no.
After I pay my attorney's fees, I have agreed to pay the remaining funds to the clients.
thank you.
The funds will not go to anyone else, including Denims or Frogan, to defend their lawsuits. For the record, I have agreed to cooperate with the clients in their litigation against the H3 Snark mods for promoting my live stream.
Now that part is really interesting too, because the snarkers were just celebrating her freedom. But interestingly, she says she's obligating herself to help us in our legal pursuit of the snark mob.
Whenever somebody talks about their freedom, you have to ask freedom to what?
Right? Freedom to do the right thing, to help the good guys against
It's
the
just
bad
like the
guys.
South, you know? They were fighting for freedom
Right.
too, but the freedom for what?
Dude, that's such a bad joke. The South was not fighting for freedom. They were fighting for slavery. Like, she's free. She's free. The freedom to do what? Yeah, she's going to enslave people. That's what she's going to do, Dan. She got out of her lawsuit, and so now she's going to go out and put people in chains and have them work on her land that she owns.
Great point.
Brutal. She's not a slaver, Dan.
No, I'm pointing out. I wasn't trying to make that comparison.
That was a despicable.
No. I was not. In any way trying to imply that.
I know, I'm kidding. But you're right. What are you fighting for? Freedom sometimes, freedom isn't free. Sometimes it's a hefty fucking fee. Right?
To the extent that I am able. I will offer my support, including
This is my first ever super chat. Been watching since Mommy Makeout Day.
Oh.
Love the show. I'm from Brazil. If you want me to go to Uruguay and fix the problem, that's not funny. No. We don't joke. I get it. You're being supportive, but I can't.
I get it. You're being support. So a super chatter sent money to Ethan Klein and said, I'll go kill Bad Empanada for you. And the entire crew starts laughing, and then Ethan's like, oh, well, that's not funny. We don't do that. I get that you're trying to be supportive by killing Bad Empanada. That's how you be supportive to Ethan Klein. Jesus, this is such a toxic podcast. Holy crap. Okay, hold on. We need to throw up the live chat now. Live chat replay. Someone actually typed in, do you want me to like take care of Bad Empanada for you? I'm in Uruguay.
Right?
Give us our freedom, Joe Biden!
To the extent that I am able. I will offer my support, including...
This is my first ever super chat. Been watching since Mommy Makeout Day.
Oh.
Love the show. I'm from Brazil. If you want to...
Been watching since Mommy Makeout Day. Love the show. Also, I'm from Brazil, so if you want me to go to Uruguay and fix the problem, let me know. Holy Christ.
Me to go to Uruguay and fix the problem? That's not funny. No. We don't joke. I get it.
Literally, Gila laughs at that.
Love the show. I'm from Brazil. If you want to me to go to Uruguay and fix the problem, that's not funny. No. We don't joke. I get it. You're being supportive.
Gila's literally giggling in the background when Ethan's like, oh my god, my fan base is full of monsters.
But I can't even entertain...
Not even as a joke.
Yeah,
In fact, I liked that comment before I saw what it said.
I know,
I am unliking it. I don't like that.
But shout out Brazil, shout out to you, person.
We're not...
They're all like, no, we can't joke about killing people. Gila in the background, oh, that's so funny. Oh my god. They're like, no, we disavow that. Gila's like, shout out Brazil. Gila, not beating the you can take the girl out of the IDF.
And shout out to those old days of Mommy Makeout Day.
Thank you for your continued support, but I do want to say for the record that we're not joking about doing violence or anything like that, right?
No.
So I disavow that
But it is pretty funny when for Gila, it's pretty funny.
part, but I thank you for your support. So, yeah. I'm sure what you meant is give a stern talking to if you so happen to cross paths with him, which is very unlikely. Just to go to a country and into one person.
Yeah, I don't think that would happen.
Yeah.
Testifying under oath.
Speaking of Bad Empanada, didn't he gave me $500? That was cool.
You guys watch the beat.
Yes.
I have just stated to help their cause. I also want to take the opportunity to acknowledge other misconduct and bad behavior I have exhibited online. For example, weaponizing the death of Asmongold's mother was inexcusable.
Now I'll say this: no matter what you think of Asmongold, the way that people have used the death of his parents.
I gotta be honest, I don't know. Do you want to fill us in on what?
Yeah, so
this is?
his mom, I believe, died of lung cancer,
Okay.
and he used to buy her stuff and take care of her. She's a lifetime smoker.
Yeah, he takes care of his
And
parents.
he would buy her cigarettes because that's what she wanted. That's what she needed. She's a lifetime smoker. You can't just not buy her cigarettes and expect her to quit. It doesn't.
Oh,
Make
I think I
sense.
see where this.
Yeah.
Is.
And so there's like, you killed your mom.
But also it is so especially
What it is, Asmongold bought his mom cigarettes. She died of lung cancer. Dude, are you fucking kidding me? Like, if Hassan did that with his mom, you think Ethan wouldn't say that Hassan killed his mom because he bought her cigarettes? Like, Hassan, he says that Hassan abuses his dog because he like gives her a place to lay down and sleep when he's streaming.
cruel because from what I understand, he was for years the caretaker of his parents.
Yeah,
basically.
both of them.
You know?
Yeah,
So,
both
like,
of them.
Yeah.
And his
I've
dad.
got a lot of smokers in my family, and we've gone through similar things. My grandfather insisted on smoke. He was dying of cancer and insisted on smoking, and you know.
And they get so stubborn, like
Exactly.
really.
They'll argue.
you're
And
gonna
also,
be-
it's like
you
they
know?
have a limited amount of time. Do you really want to be telling them they can't do this thing that they
and
enjoy?
that's,
It's just
it's also complicated and like
For
it's
sure.
just
But
it's just cruel.
Listen, no matter how you cut it, saying he killed his mom is just a despicable low blow that nobody should need to ever go to.
Yeah.
You know?
Give me a fucking break. Give me a fucking break. Saying that Asmongold killed his mom is too far. Give me a break, dude. The guy is an advocate for genocide.
So
He
here's
says,
my apology.
He tragically lost his dad recently.
to Ryan
This is
Kavanaugh. I read
keep playing. Asmongold advocates for like shooting protesters and killing people that criticize Donald Trump. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Oh, it's a low blow to say that he killed his mom. Cry me a river.
And people have been quick to weaponize that as well. So I think no matter what you think of Asmongold, I do think, for the record, it's very kind of her to apologize for that, because I do think that there's a level of civility. There are lines that we should not cross, no matter how much we despise each other. And I think weaponizing the death of a loved one is definitely one of them, right? So I think that was a really good inclusion there. The donator.
Ethan really flexing his acting muscles right now by saying that, oh wow, that was like so kind of her to include, trying to pretend that he didn't write out the entire thing.
Just to clarify, he says, just for the record, I was joking. A little sorry. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, just, you know,
Thank you.
You know, we're in.
I'm sure it was joking.
yeah,
but
I knew you were
we
kidding.
have to clarify.
We're in, you know, you understand. Yeah.
I should know better because I have 3 disabled people that rely on me.
Right, and I thought that was a really good inclusion too, because it hits close to home. I mean, if she has 3 dependents, which she does, and she is a dedicated caretaker as well,
Right.
which is a good and kind.
Sorry guys, like I can't pretend, I can't bring myself to pretend like what Ethan's doing right now, that this apology means anything. It's a completely meaningless apology that's born out of Ethan just forcing her to do it at threat of lawsuit and more legal fees. Like, it is literally just Ethan essentially holding a monetary gun to her head and saying, say all of these things, otherwise you're going to become bankrupt and destitute. And it's going to be like another year of your life that I'm taking away from you. Just doing legal battles with me. So Ethan pretending like this has any meaning. Wow, I thought that was so big of her when she said she apologized for Asmongold, for insinuating that Asmongold killed his mom. Wow, that was so good when she said that Hassan didn't give her any money. Like, the thing is, Ethan has a very meaningless life. He doesn't have a lot of stuff going on in his life other than his clothing company and his podcast. And his podcast is all about harassment. So he needs to pretend like the harassment has a point. He needs to pretend like, oh, I'm actually affecting change in the world. He has the nerve in this podcast to say that he is an advocate, or he's an activist to try to get change done on the online space. He's an activist for change. That's the point of his lawsuits. So in order to keep this facade of like, yes, we're fighting a righteous war, he needs to tell his fan base that we're actually getting something done here. We're achieving good things in the world by suing Kaceytron. We're making, like, this has a positive outcome, not just for me, but for everyone involved. It's a positive outcome. And it's just so unconvincing. Like, that's why Ethan is saying, oh, this is really heartfelt and sincere. And that's why he's like painstakingly going through every single sentence of her apology and being like, yeah, and I think that this is like so big of her and it's so important that more people understand this, and this is a line that isn't crossed, and I'm the warrior for social justice that is forcing Kaceytron. He's like, basically, oh, she's like my dog and I'm putting her face into the carpet where she just pissed. I'm forcing her to realize her mistakes and confront them and change to be a better person. It's like, dude, you're suing her. She's saying this shit so that she can get out of the lawsuit with you. That's it. It's not a big thing. It's not a meaningful change with her character. She's not actually going to go forward and like reflect on her actions that she's taken. Maybe she'll be more careful with copyright in the future because that's what she's actually getting sued for. But all of this other bullshit. Oh, I'm sorry to AB and Lena. Oh, I'm sorry for saying misogynistic things to Gila. Oh, I'm sorry to Asmongold. Get over yourself. Who does he think he is? He thinks he's like the Pope of the internet. He needs to make sure that everyone follows these rules that he sets, not for himself, but for other people. But in reality, it's just all that this entire segment is simply a justification for his harassment campaign. And he's not actually achieving anything other than getting his fans invested in watching his show.
And
very
difficult responsibility, right? So I think that this exhibition of empathy is good. I appreciate it. And I think it's good for everybody. So thank you to Kaceytron for being mature about that one there. Really appreciate it.
Moving forward, I will do better. I also want to apologize to the crew of the H3 podcast, particularly AB and Olivia. I apologize for calling them cowards for not quitting their jobs. That was a shameful attack on two people who deeply care about Palestine and Palestinian people.
It's like, they're cowards for not quitting their jobs. That was a shameless attack. A shameless attack is calling them cowards for not quitting their Zionist podcast jobs. Like, are you? It's just so ridiculous. It's like, what do you mean? Either that's a shameless attack, saying that they're like, you didn't even defame them at all. You're like, it's an offhanded comment that you made on the internet, and they're like, you have to apologize for it.
Yeah,
AB, along with his wife Lena, have done more than I have ever done for the Palestinian
And
people.
by the way, that's not even like a knock at her. Not many people have done what you guys have done. I mean, who else can say they raised $100,000, right? I mean, that, you know.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
But that was a much needed apology too, and I'm very grateful to her for that because, you know, well, it goes without being said, right?
Yeah.
It goes without being said. So that was good.
People, including raising over $100,000 in charity. I recognize that they have actually made Palestinian lives better, and my online antagonism and trolling has not.
And I thought that was a really kind of self-aware.
Your lawyer wrote it. Why is he acting like this is made up by Kaceytron? Wow, that was such a self-aware comment that she made. She's saying that my online harassment and trolling has done nothing for Palestinians. Meanwhile, Ethan thinks that he's done more for Palestinians than Hassan has because he voted against Donald Trump.
That was almost like incredibly, what a great apology. Because she's on one hand acknowledging that not only have you done more through your activism and fundraising, that her antagonism and trolling has done nothing to help the people of Gaza, which is something I think a lot of people online could hear. Putting a watermelon in your Twitter bio does not make you an activist. Right?
Or just like constantly harassing me on my social posts is not going to do anything for Palestine.
Harassing me is not going to do anything for Palestine. Oh, Ethan, like, when do you become an advocate? I'm sorry, if you need to go to, like, Israel's not letting anyone go to Gaza. At what point do you become an advocate for Gaza? He's saying just putting a watermelon or like doing the hashtag Free Palestine, that's not becoming an advocate. At one point, when is it enough for you? When is it like, okay, you actually are an advocate for Palestine? Is it when you actually advocate for Israel, which is the only Palestinian you brought onto your show? That's what he did. Ahmed Fouad Al-Khatib, that guy, who I think he works for The Atlantic, and he's like, oh, you can donate to me, and that's going to go to Palestinians, and it's actually just a donation for his own personal pet project that's never actually going to achieve anything. Like, it's literally just giving him a slush fund, and he blames Palestinians for being genocided. Is that guy an advocate for Palestine? Are you an advocate for Palestine when you literally don't talk about Palestinians at all, except to say, oh, I'm so in favor of Palestine, I'm so pro-Palestine, when someone criticizes you of being pro-Israel? Like, at what point are you, when is it enough for you, dude?
Obsessing over every Jewish person you perceive as maybe having something or somebody or anything they like in Israel as a Nazi baby killer is not activism. That's just you being a psychopath, right?
Oh, you being against genocide, that's you being a psychopath.
So that's great. I think I appreciate that a lot.
I apologize to Ethan and Hila personally. I have said extremely mean and cruel things about both of them, particularly my misogynistic attacks against Hila that never should have been said.
Yeah, and this part's good because her and a lot of other people have been saying that my lawsuits are misogynistic, which is something I, from the beginning, took extraordinary umbrage with. And then for them to be attacking you and calling you like, I won't repeat it, it doesn't matter now, but...
Well, it's just so ironic that
Repeat
they actually are.
Oh, why can't I ever hear what the misogynistic attacks against Hila actually are
the ones, you know, going for my looks, which is what normally...
Wait, who's going after her looks?
Umbrage with.
I've only attacked her style, to be fair. I've never criticized her looks whatsoever. Only her style, and makeup does count as part of your style.
And then for them to be attacking you and calling you like, I won't repeat it, it doesn't matter now, but...
Well, it's just so ironic that they actually are the ones, you know, going for my looks, which is what normally stupid guys on the internet do.
Yeah.
You know, like
while simultaneously accusing us of being misogynists.
Dude, I'm sorry. If you actually own a fashion brand and you sell makeup, you are right. Like, people are in their right to criticize you. They can criticize your fashion that you're trying to sell, and they can criticize your makeup, which you're trying to sell. Like, it's a product that you're selling. People can criticize it. If you model your product and then you're also trying to sell it, people can criticize it, and you can't be mad about it. Like, you can be mad at the specific criticism, but you can't be mad at the idea that people are criticizing you. Like, yeah, if it's, you can be like, well, they were so mean to me. Name the criticism, name it. I want to hear it. I want to hear if it's fair or if it's unfair. But I don't want to hear, why are people criticizing me online? Why are they going after my looks? You literally have a clothing company that you're modeling for. You're modeling your own clothes and you're trying to sell it online. People can criticize that.
No, for trying to enforce, but
yeah.
But anyway, once again, I thank her.
Yeah, her personality sucks and her politics suck. I don't know. I don't know any redeeming qualities about her. Maybe she's a good mom. She does buy her kids a lot of toys. Remember when CPS was called to their house? She's like, yeah, we buy them a lot of toys. Even the CPS guy knew that they bought their kids a lot of toys. So there's that. She spoils her kids. Does that mean, is that a good quality?
For that.
I accepted the apology.
Yeah, it's very kind of her to apologize for that, to make us aware of that. So thank you.
I also want to acknowledge the pervasive problem of anti-Semitism in leftist spaces. It should concern all of us.
That's such an important thing to bring up. I mean, it's true. Like, when you look at leftist spaces online.
Dude, I can't get over the fact that Ethan's pretending like he didn't hand write out this apology, or at least give a list of points to his lawyer and said, I want her to apologize for all of these things. Like, I can't get over the fact that he's like, oh, that's such a good point that she brought up. Like, it's like when someone has a sock puppet account and then they're like, oh, and here's a comment from someone and they broke it down so well. I'm just gonna read this comment and say that, yeah, they're right and they support me with everything, but it's actually just your own secondary account.
Online specifically, I'm not saying like leftists in general, but she really strikes on something interesting there. When she's talking about leftist spaces, you're talking about like Bad Empanada, you're talking about like Hassan Piker, you're talking about like these online commies, like the Squirrel Girl lady, you know, like
Squirrel lady?
Anti-Semitism is rampant, and I think it's important for people who are members.
Where's the what is he talking about? Squirrel lady? Squirrel lady. What is going? I'm just gonna click on the top. Just gonna click on the top result. Oh, Squirrel Girl. Wait. Squirrel Girl. Is this creator? Die Squirrel? Is this what he's talking about? Zionists own everything in the West. That's why Zionists can openly celebrate the killing of a writer, a civilian with his family, with children, and go viral, and how politicians celebrate along with them. But you have to cry endless crocodile tears for Israeli reservists. They like, oh, they're saying that this is anti-Semitic. I mean, yes, Zionism is an institution in the West. That's 100% accurate. You can celebrate the killing of Palestinians. You can't celebrate the killing of Israelis. Like, cry more. Move to a different country if you don't like that. Now we're actually just going to relax and watch some squirrels. The leftist anti-Semitic spaces that Ethan Klein is fighting against. Squirrels on a tree. Leftist tree that all of the squirrels are on. Okay, so hold on, this is ZEI Squirrel. So much for kinder, gentler politics. So it's like a dark woke. Wait, this is her top tweet. About a month ago, the Zionist censorship machine led by depraved scumbag Leora Rez and her Stop Anti-Semitism account that trawls random people's social media found an Instagram account of a neurologist who had shared one of my posts. This led to a Zionist mass doxing and a smear campaign to have her fired, and soon she was forced to resign. A deluge of death threats by Zionists went along with this, of course. Oh my god, I can't believe how anti-Semitic this person is. Wait, what's the Stop Anti-Semitism account on her account? Die Squirrel. Stop Anti-Semitism. So Ethan is actually just following the insane Stop Anti-Semitism account, right? That's what he's doing, because otherwise how would he know about this person? He's not on Twitter. Like, he's not on Twitter, right? Because it's a Nazi platform, according to him. Remember last year when he brought up that Hassan was in the running for top anti-Semite of the year by Stop Anti-Semitism, and pretended that it was a legitimate organization and not just one unhinged person on Twitter? Like, he's on Twitter. He's just following the Stop Anti-Semitism account, and that's why he knows about this person that I've literally never heard of. The Squirrel Lady. Are you kidding me, dude?
specifically. I'm not saying like
the extreme anti-Semitism on these leftist spaces. Where's the anti-Semitism? Because the only anti-Semitism I've seen Ethan actually talk about on the left is not anti-Semitism. It's actually the opposite. It's actually fighting against the idea that all Jews have the same ideology. Remember, everyone, there is no more anti-Semitic person than a Zionist. And that doesn't matter if you're a Jewish Zionist. That doesn't matter if you're a Catholic Zionist or Christian Zionist. It doesn't matter if you're an atheist Zionist. Zionists believe that all Jews have some kind of weird predestined, they have like a predestined fate to go to Israel and colonize Israel. That's a very anti-Semitic thing to believe, because it's assuming that all Jews are somehow the same, like through this unidentified connections that tether them all to each other. Anti-Semitic.
Leftists in general, but she really strikes on something interesting there. When she's talking about leftist spaces, you're talking about like Bad Empanada, you're talking about like Hassan Piker, you're talking about like these like online commies, like the Squirrel Girl lady, you know, like anti-Semitism is rampant. And I think it's important for people who are members of the left to start calling that out. And she's right, we should all be worried about that. So that was actually a brave, courageous admission there, or condemnation even. So that was great. I appreciate that. I do.
Problem of anti-Semitism and leftist.
I'll play that again.
I also want to acknowledge the pervasive problem of
It's also a complete farce to be fixated on leftist anti-Semitism, which basically doesn't exist, and somehow ignore like right-wing anti-Semitism, which is all of the right. Like, the right wing is going through a civil war right now of Nazis that aren't openly anti-Semitic and Nazis that are openly anti-Semitic. That's the civil war that they're going through right now. And you're completely ignoring it to say that leftist anti-Semitism is the big issue.
Semitism in leftist spaces.
Yeah.
It should concern all of us. I condemn it and will not participate in it.
Hey Anthony, how are you doing? I got a pop up in your live stream at some point. I saw you were streaming too.
Thank you.
To that end, I wish the Kleins success in enforcing TED Entertainment's copyright
That's also
and protecting the legal rights of online content creators.
Yeah, and thank you for wishing us the best in our case.
This would be my apology if I ever got sued by Ethan Klein. I just really need to say that Ethan Klein, actually, I'd need to not be, I would have to not be emotive, and I would just need to be as robotic as Kaceytron, so that Ethan thinks that I'm sincere for some reason. Ethan Klein is a really great person. His wife isn't ugly at all. She has a great sense of style. She has great makeup. Her clothes fucking rock. Ethan's cool. He's smart. He's handsome. He's funny. The crew on his podcast, they're all great. None of them are dumb. They all have the best jokes. Nothing like, I just need to print off like a Trump speech and just read that to him. They have the best jokes. They're awesome. They have big dicks. I saw their dicks in the urinal one time. I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe it. What did Trump say about Arnold Palmer? When the other golfers saw him in the locker room, they went home sad. They hung their heads in defeat. Ethan's the most hung guy I've ever seen.
This is, our continued pursuit of legal justice against Denims and Frogan, and the mods, the H3 mods. And I hate to say it, yeah, the Majority Report. I mean,
what? He's suing the Majority Report?
Leftist spaces.
Yeah.
It should concern all of us. I condemn it and will not participate in it.
Thank you.
To that end, I wish the Kleins success in enforcing TED Entertainment's copyright
That's also
and protecting the legal rights of online content creators.
Yeah, and thank you for wishing us the best in our cases. Our continued pursuit of legal justice against Denims and Frogan, and the mods, the H3 mods. And I hate to say it, yeah, the Majority Report. I mean, these guys, there's just a crazy blind spot.
So what, Ethan? He said, "Thank you for supporting us in our pursuit of justice against Denims and Frogan, the H3 mods, and the Majority Report." He's suing Sam Cedar now. No, Ethan's the Pope of the Jews, because Ethan determines who's a Jew and who's a token. He determines who's a real Jew and who's a token Jew. He's not the king of the Jews. He's the Pope, because he can excommunicate people. Oh, did Ethan just say that he's suing the Majority Report? He's like, I'm suing. Thank you for supporting my pursuit in justice against Denims, Frogan, the H3 Snark mods, and I hate to say it, the Majority Report.
That's also
and
a great
protecting
sign.
the legal rights of online content creators.
Yeah, and thank you for wishing us the best in our cases. You know, our continued pursuit of legal justice against Denims and Frogan, and the mods, the H3 mods. And I hate to say it, yeah, the majority report. I mean, these guys, there's just a crazy blind spot for it. And I mean, of all people, Kaceytron to be the one speaking reason is incredible. So
Wrote out a speech and she read it.
So anyway, that's it. So I'm very grateful. And I wish her all the best in her.
No, he literally just like stopped. He was talking about leftist anti-Semitism. Then he moved on to talking about how she was going to support him in his other legal pursuits. Then he just like his mind went blank and he reverted back to 3 minutes ago when he was talking about leftist anti-Semitism. Like, is this guy okay? His mind is literally skipping back in time 5 minutes mid-sentence. Like, he runs a podcast. Talking is his livelihood. That's what he does for a living. How is his mind literally just skipping back in time mid-sentence? Like, he's making a list, and at the end of that list, he's just like, he just turns it into a new thought. He's like, Denims, Frogan, H3 Snark mods, and the majority report. And yeah, they just have a big blind spot for in their community.
And her future endeavors, right?
Yes.
And that's it. That's all there is. You know, I'm done. I'm over it.
Nice.
Yeah.
One door is closed.
One door closes, another opens. I don't know what door's opening. Oh, actually, there's another door opening.
Was that?
Wait, no, he's saying that he's suing them, right? He's not saying that that's the leftist anti-Semitism spaces.
Courageous admission there, or condemnation even. So that was great. I appreciate that. I do.
Problem of anti-Semitism in leftist.
I'll play that again.
I also want to acknowledge the pervasive problem of anti-Semitism in leftist spaces.
Yeah.
It should concern all of us.
It
I
should.
condemn it and will not participate in it.
Thank you.
To that end, I wish the Kleins success in enforcing TED Entertainment's copyright
That's also
and
a great
protecting
sign.
the legal rights of online content creators.
Yeah, and thank you for wishing us the best in our cases. You know, our continued pursuit of legal justice against.
Yeah, he's saying our continued pursuit of legal justice against Denims, Frogan, H3 Snark, and Majority Report.
Yeah.
He's suing the Majority Report, apparently. According to breaking news, Ethan Klein suing Sam Cedar for being anti-Semitic. Love to see it. Nah, he's just a moron. Like, he's actually just, like, I don't know, his brain's falling apart, I guess.
She's
I
despicable.
kind of want to talk about that one.
She's so hateable.
Because I was like, I just saw one of the.
Who are we talking about? Who's so hateable right now?
Oh, we have Millhouse versus Asmongold.
No. We talk about enough heavy shit. Let's look at the latest people.
Well, that one's not heavy.
What, Anthony? Anthony was on this podcast. He was fighting against Asmongold.
It's kind of funny,
Such
but
a
fair
great
enough. Fair
whiplash,
enough.
yeah.
Well, we have the Nina Lynn, the most obnoxious Twitch streamer of all time, finally got banned. And God, is she
I
despicable?
kind of want to talk about that one.
She's so hateable.
Because I was like, I just saw one of the clips and I was shocked.
She relentless. Well, so I think we talked about it recently where
Yeah.
she was like sexually assaulted this poor guy, Saeed,
Yeah.
who was an videographer or editor for one of these
He's an
space
assistant
guys.
for
Yeah.
Face Member.
And so she was under massive scrutiny for that.
Okay, I don't care about that. Mr. Beast reacts to Kaceytron? Who cares? You know who I do care
And
about?
now it's just
I kind of want to watch, I saw something in there. Asmongold.
Funny.
So like people are just uncritically posting Asmongold clips now in this subreddit. Like, yeah, Asmongold, he's actually a smart guy, and we should listen to what he has to say because it's really interesting, right? That's what they're posting in the subreddit.
This is what I think is funny. I think what's funny about this is that you know she can't keep her mouth shut. And you are going to go back on this. And you are going to, signal and imply, and you're going to fuck up again. And I know she doesn't know this, but this put her in a position for something that's going to happen in the future. I don't know if Ethan knows this.
Like, I love how Asmongold's acting like he has some kind of scheme cooking to go after Kaceytron. Asmongold, he's a drama queen. He baits his audience into being like, oh my god, Asmongold's got something. No, he doesn't. This was a lawsuit about copyright infringement. It was not don't be mean to AB and Lena lawsuit. Don't be mean to Asmongold lawsuit. Don't be misogynistic against Ethan Klein lawsuit. It was none of those things. So Asmongold pretending like, oh my god, I have so many irons in the fire right now, and I'm just waiting for her to slip up one time before I snatch her up and I pounce on her. Like, no, it's not. He's baiting his audience right now into being like, oh my god, Asmongold, he's such a 4D chess player.
I think Ethan does know this. But I'm not going to say what it is because I want it to happen. I do. And I know if I say what it is, it'll lower the probability of it happening.
And like, what is the thing that he's saying that he wants to happen? He wants her to get sued again. That's what he wants her to. That's what he wants to happen. Like these guys with massive platforms, Ethan Klein and Asmongold, just get off and they get their audience off on bullying smaller people on the internet, because at the end of the day, they never really grew out of petty internet drama, and that's still what drives a lot of their channels.
I understand. I apologize for vague posting, but I promise you it will be worth it.
No, he doesn't. He's vague posting on purpose to get people interested in his channel once again. But I mean, there you go. The H3 podcast, supporting Asmongold, I guess. What else do we have? Is there anything else on this podcast? Anything? Oh, wait, we need to watch the end of this, actually. Because, once again, like, this podcast, or this whole lawsuit was against Hassan, in reality. It was against Kaceytron, but it was to chip away at Hassan. And that's why the apology was a thing for Ethan. He wanted her to publicly denounce leftists, publicly say that AB and Lena are fucking awesome, and Ethan and Hila are awesome, Asmongold's not that bad, and Hassan's bad. That's why he had her apologize.
Okay, let me pull this up. This is good. So Hassan reacted to Kaceytron.
Let me pull this up. This is good. That's how he introduces it.
This isn't a new thing. Like, pitch.
Yeah, they've had this for like ever. Yeah, you're right. Okay, let me pull this up. This is good. So Hassan reacted to Kaceytron's.
What a transition from the master podcaster watching a video of robot versus baseball player, and then let me pull this up. This is good. Hassan's reacting to Kaceytron.
Apology. And it sounds like there's something here I should respond to. It sounds like he's not taking accountability. Now let's see. Ethan, he says I'm behaving like Israel. In what way am I behaving like Israel? Can you please take responsibility and not make everything about Israel? This has nothing to do with Israel, bro. This is about copyright infringement. What are you talking about? You said you were going to help her. You didn't.
No, that's crazy.
Why is all the videos so fucked up? Okay, here.
Something with Reddit. I don't know.
All right, so here's Hassan. He reacted to it. Let's see.
This is a sincerely written apology. No, they're going to fucking be like... Well, since this is brought up, they made her apologize to Asmongold too. This shit's got to stop. Again,
they
great.
Didn't make her do anything. And by the way, she did not.
Ethan, the apology was part of... Are you telling me that the apology was not part of the settlement? What do you mean you didn't make her do anything?
Lie in that at all. In fact, she said she would testify under oath to everything.
This is brought up, they made her apologize to Asmongold too. This shit's got to stop. Again, great.
Didn't make her do anything. And by the way, she did not lie in that at all. In fact, she said she would testify under oath to everything she said in it.
If that happens. Also, like, dude, there's a difference between lying in a public apology and not being forced to do it. Like, you're like, I didn't make her do it, and also she didn't lie in any of it. You made her do it. Oh, you personally didn't put a gun to her head and force her to go on camera and apologize? No, you used your lawyers and the threat of a further legal battle to force her to apologize. That's what you did. That's what you did. Why are you pretending that that's not what happened?
I would never ask her to lie in an apology. That's just
Yeah, I would never ask her to lie in an apology. You're implying that you asked her to apologize and you like forced her to apologize as part of the settlement. I never made her do anything. I never made her lie. Okay, so you made her do the apology.
Nor did she want to or did. It was all truthful and
nor did she want to, nor did.
And genuine.
And no lawyers would allow that bullshit either.
Yeah.
If you are getting your rocks off of basically trying to bankrupt a random person,
and Ethan is getting his rocks off on that. Well, a lot of he's getting off on, you know, he feels that this is an action against the online left, right? He goes down the list of all of his public enemies and is like, oh, Bad and Banana, thank you for the 500. Oh, Cruel World, Happy Mind, thank you. Anissa and Ian, wow, thank you so much for the money. Like that's what he's like, dude. You were peacocking during this whole segment. Don't pretend like this isn't some kind of sexual satisfaction for you.
Started it by saying it's not frivolous. Okay, and I understand why you have a vested interest in framing it that way because you are one of the top offenders for stealing content.
It is a frivolous lawsuit. Just because she settled with you doesn't mean it's not frivolous. Like there's a difference between losing the lawsuit because you were in the wrong, or wanting to just pay it off anyway because it's cheaper to settle than it is to actually go to court and prove that you were innocent. Like Donald Trump does frivolous lawsuits all the fucking time. And more often than not, the people that he sues settles with him because it's easier for them to settle and just give him like $1 million or $100,000 than it is for them to fight it out in court, because he's going to continuously drag it out for years and years and cost people millions and millions of dollars. So yeah, just because she settled doesn't mean it's not frivolous.
You are known for leaving your chair and letting copyrighted.
You are known for leaving your chair. Oh my God, dude.
Footage play while you are not even sitting. So certainly I understand your bias on that matter because you have a vested interest in it, and it's only a matter of time before you get sued for doing something similar.
You should sue him then, Ethan. Come on, Ethan. You always say, how can I be defaming people? Because if I was defaming someone, I'd be getting sued. Okay. So by your own logic, Hassan's not getting sued, so he couldn't be doing like copyright infringement, right? Oh, if you think he's doing copyright infringement and should be sued, then you go ahead and do it. Go ahead.
Unfortunately, you did fair use my video, and so I never intended on suing you personally, but there were people who maliciously stole my content, and that is a problem. Dumbass, loser, idiot.
Dumbass, loser, idiot.
Liar, broke. Apparently he's broke.
Liar, broke. Apparently he just took... Hasn't Hassan been traveling around the world? Why does Ethan call everyone broke these days? I mean, I guess he's always done that, but making it real obvious.
Similar. Unfortunately, you did...
Like, I wonder if this is honestly projection, because we know Ethan's losing subscribers. We know that his clothing company has been suffering because people aren't buying it. No one's collaborating with it. Shipping costs are increasing because of Donald Trump's tariffs. It seems like he's calling a lot of people broke a lot more often. It seems like it could be projection from Ethan Klein.
Fair use of my video, and so I never intended on suing you personally, but there were people who maliciously stole my content, and that is a problem. Dumbass, loser, idiot. Liar, broke. Apparently he's broke. Smaug? What's broke? What's Smaug but without gold? I don't know. We can just watch.
Ethan, English major, tries to make the case that Hassan is broke by calling him a dragon who's famous for having the biggest hoard of wealth out of all fantasy creatures. He calls Hassan Smaug, who's the wealthiest dragon in like all of fantasy. Oh, he's broke. He's like the one dragon who's the wealthiest thing that's ever been imagined.
Fine. So much so that they might become homeless, and you make them shoot an
okay.
ISIS-style hostage video in the process of mediator, and that's how we can get your rocks off. You are one of the biggest, most pathetic losers of all.
Are you going to address what she said? So I'm an asshole, right? But like what she said about...
You were an asshole because under no circumstances should a copyright infringement case have a public apology, unless you're a vindictive asshole and you just want to publicly humiliate her. Like, yes, you are an asshole. Yes. Finally, you recognized it. Good job, Ethan. I'll give you a sticker, but I don't have any because I don't deal with fucking 4-year-olds all the time.
you as kind of incendiary, and you should respond to it. She said, you made it seem like you were going to reach out to help, and you didn't even reach out to her at all, despite.
On literally said, if I help her, you would never find out about it. That's what he said.
Insinuating that you would. She said you wanted public credit without doing any of the work. So, okay, you can call me an asshole, but what about.
You wrote the apology. Why is he pretending like Kaceytron is doing this? This is Kaceytron's own words.
What she said. Is it true? Because I've noticed that. He's not.
All fucking time torturing small streamers to get your fucking
Kaceytron's one of the most. Okay, whatever. I don't.
rocks off. Like the
Why do
absolute
you keep saying rocks off? What is that? This phrase of the day? Rocks off?
loser that you are. Congratulations. You got your fucking legal.
I've noticed he is really not. He's really avoiding the substance of what she said about.
Yeah, let's just stick to name calling,
he really
insults,
is avoiding it.
anything but actually talking about it.
It's almost like she was telling the truth, and he is afraid for people to find out that he's actually just a giant scumbag that didn't offer them help at all. As far as I'm aware, he didn't offer.
He's a giant scumbag for not offering her help. Dude, you could have offered her help. You could have stopped the lawsuit. You could have been like, oh, well, I was going to sue her for copyright infringement, but she reached out to me, and she was so heartfelt in the comments, and she explained to me that this was causing her a lot of stress. And so we worked something out. I'm going to have her on my podcast, and we're going to talk about copyright laws, and I've decided to pull the lawsuit. That's what you could have done, and it would have been a nice person move. In your own words, it would have been a not scumbag move. Like, Hassan's a scumbag for not donating to Kaceytron. What does that make you, who started this whole thing?
Offer any of them help, as far as I'm aware.
Court mandated apology.
It's not a court, bro. You're such an idiot. There's no such thing as a court mandated apology. This is a mediation. Okay, the court doesn't demand that we settle it at all. This is just to try to bring the parties together to resolve it before going to court and taking up the
Politics. If you find that post, send it over.
Clogging up the court system and this and that. As far as I'm aware.
Court mandated apology.
It's not a court, bro. You're such an idiot. There's no such thing as a court mandated apology. This is a mediation. Okay,
it's part of the settlement. Oh my god. It's a legally, like, it's a legally binding apology. If you don't apologize, if you don't read out this apology letter, then we're going to not settle. That's part of the settlement, and we're going to take it to court. Like, court mandated. It's not literally court mandated, but it's a figure of speech. It means it's through the legal system.
No, the court doesn't demand that we settle it at all. This is just to try to bring the parties together to resolve it before going to court and taking up the clogging up the court system and this and that. It's a good idea. And luckily for all of us, we were able to actually come to an amicable agreement. So the mediation process does work. It's not court ordered, bro. It's a civil lawsuit, you dipshit. You literally don't even know anything.
And it wasn't even to serve any sort of justice whatsoever. It was because you had a lot of fucking money. You had a lot more money.
You know who has a lot of money? You. And I've noticed you're really avoiding the thing that
you just said, that he was broke. Like, what are we doing? Why did you call him broke and then say that he has a lot of money?
She said, which is that you implied you'd be helping.
Also, like, it's so funny. He's so mad that Hassan didn't give any public money to Kaceytron. For Ethan to be like, I have Hassan's money. I have Hassan's money. Like, it's so funny how mad he is about it. He can't give it up. He can't let it go that he didn't get Hassan's money, because that's what all of this was about. It was the satisfaction that he could get money from Hassan and force Hassan to give money to him. That's what it was all about.
Her, and yet you did not even reach out to her. Please address that. I'm an asshole. Sure, I accept that. You're right. I'm an asshole.
Oh, soundbite. Clip it and ship it. Soundbite.
I think it'd be interesting if he thinks it's such a frivolous lawsuit. Like, go ahead and explain what's so frivolous about it.
What's frivolous about it? You are suing someone for copyright infringement and then not suing other people for the exact same thing. And you're claiming you're suing her simply because she's mean to you. That's why people are saying it's frivolous. That's literally what Donald Trump does. Like, he sues people because they're mean to him, and then he just finds up some kind of illegal excuse. And even though it would be laughed out of a courtroom, companies and corporations and public figures always settle with Trump because they don't want to go through the expense of a drawn-out court case. So he uses his money and the threat of a long, drawn-out litigation to do frivolous lawsuits and get away with it. That's exactly what you're doing. Like, that's quite literally exactly what you're doing. Just because you got a settlement doesn't mean that it's not frivolous.
There no copyright infringement? Like, I'd like to hear him explain how.
Sure, yeah, I'd love to hear that too. I mean, that'd be.
But he'll never
fascinating.
talk about the actual substance of it.
Not only that, she expressed in a very, in a genuine way that.
I love how he's trying to pretend so hard that it was Kaceytron's own words and that she genuinely and sincerely meant it.
She, on a personal level, was felt upset that he never reached out to her after insinuating he would. That's her saying that, bro. That's not me, okay? Like, accept some responsibility, brother, and address the actual substance of the argument.
Than they did.
Or not even an argument.
Bro, what is this guy on about? He's like, it's great to see leftists making fun of people's Tourette's. Okay. Yeah, show me the clip where I did that. Thanks.
It's a statement of fact.
So you could.
If you reached out, that would be extraordinarily easy, okay? In a genuine way, that she, on a personal level, was felt upset that he never reached out to her after insinuating he would.
You literally wrote it in an your lawyer gave her an apology that she read, and then you're like, she was genuinely upset that Hassan never reached out to her. Dude, you fucking, like, holy shit. In your reaction to this, you're like, Hassan should have just said, hey, keep your chin up, champ. He's literally like, Hassan should have just given her motivational words in a text, and that would have made her feel a lot better. Like, you're like, Hassan should have reached out and been like, you can do it. I believe in you. That's what Ethan's getting mad at Hassan for.
That's her saying that, bro. That's not me.
Yes, Murbino. Ethan made Kaceytron say that she felt hurt that Hassan never gave her motivational words of support. It's insane. It's actually insane.
Okay? Like, accept some responsibility, brother, and address the actual substance of the argument.
Than they did.
Or not even an argument, it's a statement of fact.
Address the substance that he didn't say, keep your chin up, you can do it. Like, there's no arguments in her apology. There's no you can't make a statement and that's your argument. You need to back it up. There's no actual arguments in her apology. It's just a list of things that Ethan wanted her to say publicly. Like, those were not arguments. She's not stating a claim and supporting it. She's not making a thesis. She's just jumping through a series of hoops that Ethan set out for her so that he can leave her the fuck alone.
On a personal level, was felt upset that he never reached out to her after insinuating he would. That's her saying that, bro. That's not me, okay?
It's you. You wrote the apology, dude. Don't pretend like you didn't.
Like, accept some responsibility, brother.
Accept responsibility that someone was sad that I never reached out to them? What is that responsibility? What kind of parasocial world is Ethan Klein living in where it's the responsibility of a content creator to reach out to random people to say, hey, keep your chin up? So let's just put this into perspective. Ethan Klein not even doesn't say anything about Palestine for 2 years. He'll when someone asks him about it, he'll be like, yeah, I feel for the Palestinians. But he doesn't bring it up and make it a point on his show to highlight the suffering the Palestinians have undergone for the last 2 years. He doesn't just stay silent on it. He blames the Palestinian victims for their own suffering. And then he also blames leftist content creators who are being advocates for Palestinians. So, he doesn't feel any responsibility for that when he's been attacking Palestinians and when he's been attacking Palestinian advocates. Keep in mind, there's an ongoing act of genocide that was going on during that whole time and is still currently going on, even though there's a quote-unquote ceasefire. But Ethan says that Hassan he should feel bad and he should take responsibility for reaching out behind the scenes to a random person who he doesn't interact with or collaborate with at all and say, hey, good job, keep it up, give her words of encouragement. So Hassan should feel bad for one person undergoing like a civil lawsuit and give her words of encouragement. But Ethan doesn't feel bad at all for not only ignoring Palestinian suffering, but justifying Palestinian suffering for the last 2 years. Not just suffering, fucking genocide. his priorities are just so fucking twisted. Oh, someone watched my video. I need to be an internet activist, and this is the most important thing in the world. And I'm going to spend, that's going to be the biggest focus in my life for the next 6 months, making this person suffer because they watched my video. But genocide happening, going on, I sleep. Like, what's that meme? Like, I sleep for this shit. I'm not going to pay any attention to it. In fact, I'm going to justify it, and I'm going to focus on the people that have been critical of the genocide and say that they're terrorists.
And address the actual substance of the argument.
Than they did.
Or not even an argument, it's a statement of fact.
So you could...
If you reached out, that would be extraordinarily easy for you to prove. Be like, here it is. I reached out. Here's the email. I called her on this day. I did.
Who gives a... Ethan, you're the only person on the entire fucking world that cares if Hassan sent an email to Kaceytron saying, keep your chin up. Like, no one else is this obsessed with Hassan. I seriously think Ethan Klein might be Hassan's biggest, his biggest fan, his biggest weirdly parasocial, one-sided relationship partner. You might have taken that title away from Destiny. What are you doing? What are you doing? Why do you care if Hassan emailed Kaceytron? It's one thing if you're like, oh, and Hassan's a piece of shit because he said that he was going to donate to Kaceytron, but then he never did. But Hassan never donated to Kaceytron. He never said he was going to donate to Kaceytron. Why do you care if he reached out to her behind the scenes? He's so
bury
weird.
them in a mountain.
But you're not doing that. You're just calling me a dickhead.
He's saying you do frivolous lawsuits. That's a little bit more specific than just being a dickhead.
I cannot make her lie. No, that's ridiculous. And nor would I ask to, but no. There was no, that's ridiculous. Everything is engaged in good faith here. There's no lying. Everybody is honest and straightforward. And again, she said she would testify under oath. So, I mean, she's not lying. I mean, she's not.
Enough paperwork.
But like I said, he could prove it immediately if he reached out to her or any of the other two.
Okay.
It's almost like he could just show you the caller on Kaya when it was happening, right?
He could have. It's so easy to prove.
Some things are so...
Dude, they're still bringing up the Kaya caller thing. Oh my god, that's so funny. Oh my god. These people, I mean, I know they're miserable, but their drama's so fun. It really is like they're just kids in elementary school. Oh my god, Sarah said that I looked fat today. Now we're gonna like go pour hot sauce in her milk so when she drinks it, she's gonna have a bad experience. Like it's such petty fucking bullshit. I don't know, guys. Maybe I should stop covering Trump and how he's threatening to do pogroms against Somalians in Minnesota. Maybe I should stop covering ICE. Maybe I should stop covering Israel and how they're doing genocide still and no one's reporting on it because apparently there's a ceasefire going on and now they've like started invading Syria and Lebanon. Like maybe I should just say that I don't know, like who's a random person. Ethan Klein's mean because he's wearing an ugly shirt and he's saying that his shirt's not ugly. Like, what is this stupid fucking drama that they're on about? Wow, he could have just showed us his dog's collar. Oh my god, his dog has a shot collar. Oh my god, Hassan never emailed Kaceytron words of encouragement. What is he, like a life coach? What's his responsibility for Kaceytron? Dude, explain this to me. Explain this to me. What is Hassan's responsibility for Kaceytron? Chat, like, did he sponsor her? Is she an AA? Did he help her immigrate into the country? Like, what are we talking about here? Hassan, is she his estranged daughter or like stepsis? What is she? Cenk Uyghur's long lost granddaughter? I don't know what the fuck is going on. Okay. Is this what Asmongold was talking about? Because Kaceytron said, I'd be willing to testify under oath, asserting all of this is true or whatever. And he's like, oh, well, she said she's willing to testify under oath that she's sorry for making fun of AB and Lena, but she's going to slip up and do it again. Like, is that what they're saying? That she claims she's going to testify under oath that her apology letter is completely true. And so if she does anything that might contradict that apology letter by like not being sorry for being mean to Ethan and Hila, that's a bad thing. I don't know. Ethan Klein himself said her apology is not legally binding. This wasn't litigated. This was a settlement. She said the settlement, they accepted it. They have to drop the lawsuit now. Okay, I don't think this apology, according to Ethan, it's not a court mandated apology. According to Ethan, not legally binding. Pretty meaningless.
Could have so easily proved that he didn't electrocute his dog in the moment he was caught doing it.
But he'll just change the story like 15 times maybe
Like, bro,
over like a month.
Literally just like he literally blamed Israel.
He wanted to say that Hassan was trying to prey on a wounded streamer girl.
Blamed Israel. He blamed. He says, "I'm acting like."
Show you the collar on Kaya when it was happening, right?
He could have. It's so easy to prove.
Some things are so simple.
Could have so easily proved that he didn't electrocute his dog in the moment he was caught doing it.
But he'll just change the story like 15 times maybe
Like, bro,
over like a month.
Literally just like he literally blamed Israel. He blamed Israel. He blamed. He says, "I'm acting like Israel." I don't even know what the fuck that means. And then he goes, "Oh yeah, the shock dog thing is an Israel
Zionist talking
Zionist
points.
talking like the fuck, bro. When is that going to stop working? Like, please, there has to be a limit to what you can blame on the Zionists. There has to be.
I mean, you're a Zionist. You're talking about it. If the shoe fits, yeah. Did he call you like Israel?
No, you're in the right, dude. Everybody knows that's what real winners do. And the reality of the matter is, yeah. By the way, Ethan is literally behaving like Israel. This is like
What does that even mean?
Israel style behavior.
How?
Is Israel
The
style
reality of the
behavior?
matter is, if anyone,
I'm not. No, I don't even know what he means.
I would love to hear what he means
Like
by
I
that.
can't even guess.
What? Yeah, what?
Jewish,
You're acting like Jew.
I mean,
That's literally what it is.
Jewish,
like because
Jewish.
I mean, like if you're just talking behavior, like what does Israel do? Like they have money and make people say forced confessions about things that like what?
No.
That's never happened. What are you talking about? By the way,
I mean, I guess I don't know what Hassan was thinking in there. Maybe like he browbeats people. I don't fucking know. He like tries to cancel people. He tries to silence them. He tries to censor their speech. There's a lot of comparisons that can be drawn. I don't know which specific one Hassan was thinking when he said that, but
that's not what happened. That's what he says happened. Just for the record, if people try to clip me and say I admit that, that's not.
No,
what
but yeah, it's not. That's not something that you can think of as like.
did he just call me a Jew?
I really wonder.
Because I don't know what that means otherwise, and maybe he can explain. You know. He's acting
and
like Israel.
the reality of the matter is,
It's crazy.
yeah, by the way, Ethan is literally behaving like Israel. This is
Like what?
You better explain what that means, because it sounds really weird and
Yeah,
bad.
yeah.
Surely he'll explain.
style behavior. But the reality of the matter is, if anyone actually looks at that, if anyone actually looks at any of those statements whatsoever and turns around and says, wow, this is, justice has been served here, they're already a fucking loser too.
Well, I suggest
No, he doesn't explain it. The Israel.
Bro, what do you
Jewish.
mean? I really think you should explain what you mean by that. Wow.
Jewish.
All right. Well, there you go. That's Hassan's response there. I'm acting like Israel. Checkmate. Checkmate Zionists. Hassan wins again. Incredible.
like, dude, okay. I do love that it's all about Hassan at the end of the day. Like, he's like, oh, this is a good one. He's clicking refresh on both the H3 Snark Reddit and his own Reddit just so he can see his ops and feed into the drama even more.
All right. Well, I think we did it now.
Yeah.
How long we been going there, Dano?
3.
I'm ready. So so because we missed yesterday, and by the way, we're really closing in on the end of the year here. And once again, thank you to Kaceytron. I appreciate that. And for me, it's from this moment on, it's all love. It's gratitude, and I appreciate it. And from my community, I hope that you guys are all be respectful and nice to her. Okay, that's it. I mean, that's it. That's all it is. So thank you, Kaceytron, and thank you.
Oh man, well, it's good that Ethan can monetize his harassment, because otherwise he'd have absolutely nothing to talk about on this podcast. All right. Anyway, that's pretty funny. Let's talk about Hassan now. Yeah. So we got to go from we have to go from Ethan We have to go from Ethan's frivolous, meaningless lawsuits to Donald Trump's, we have to go to Donald Trump's frivolous lawsuits. And this is, I mean, did you guys see, did you see Donald Trump's Thanksgiving truth? So anyway, he had a crazy post about Tim Walz. He posts 160 times on Truth Social. I wanted to read the one that was actually, yeah, I wanted to read this one about the Somali refugees, because now ICE is doing raids as we speak in Minnesota, taking people out. I just want to see his actual tweet. I don't know why it's so difficult to actually see his tweet. Tim Walz writes, release the MRI reports. Okay, so what do we have here? Holy God. Oh my God, this is a lot. We'll see how far we can get with my Donald Trump impression. A very happy Thanksgiving salutation to all our great American citizens and patriots who have been so nice in allowing our country to be divided, disrupted, carved up, murdered, beaten, mugged, and laughed at, along with other certain foolish countries throughout the world for being politically correct and just plain stupid when it comes to immigration. What? A very happy Thanksgiving salutation to all our great American citizens who have been so nice in allowing our country to be divided. So he's like blaming people for being passive about the division of our country. The official United States foreign policy stands at 53 million people census, most of which are on welfare from failed nation. 53 million immigrants? Like, this number is just made up. Or from prisons, mental institutions, gangs, or drug cartels. Mental institutions. He thinks that asylum seekers are people seeking asylum in the country. Or drug cartels. They and their children are supported through massive payments from patriotic American citizens. Why did he capitalize this? Who, because of their beautiful hearts, do not want to openly complain or cause trouble in any way, shape, or form. Don't want to openly complain and cause trouble. Every day there's another Karen video who's like, I'm going to call ICE on you because you're taking a minute too long to fill up my latte, or because your shade of skin is too dark for me. They put up with what has happened to our country, capitalized, but it's eating them alive to do so. A migrant earning $30,000 with a green card will get roughly $50,000 in yearly benefits for their family. Dude, he's just talking about legal immigration right now. He's saying a migrant earning, these are people with green cards. You're against people with green cards now? The real migrant population is much higher. This refugee burden is the leading cause of social dysfunction in America, something that did not exist after World War II. So this is classic scapegoating, right? You're seeing on the right a lot of scapegoating of Jewish people. And of course, there's scapegoating of migrants. This is scapegoating of migrants and trans people. That's what we're seeing right now. So he says, migrant populations, refugee burdens did not exist after World War II. Famously, the United States wanted to make Israel so that they didn't have to take in Jewish refugees after World War II, which is kind of funny. Failed schools, high crime, urban decay, overcrowded hospitals, housing shortages, and large deficits. Interesting. You could do something to help that. You could not abolish the Department of Education and actually fund education. High crime is going down. You could help fight against the wealth disparity in order to fight crime. Urban decay, do investments in cities and break up monopolies so that there's not mega corporations that own everything. Overcrowded hospitals, fund healthcare. because of the Medicare cuts, that's causing more and more hospitals to close, which is just going to overcrowd the hospitals that are open. Housing shortages, you could invest in housing, and large deficits, well, you could actually tax the rich, sorry. As an example, hundreds of thousands of refugees from Somalia are completely taking over the once great state of Minnesota. Somalian gangs are roving in the streets looking for prey. Looking for prey? As our wonderful people stay locked in their apartments and houses, hoping against hope they will be left alone. Bro, just, God, he's so racist. The seriously R-worded governor of Minnesota. Oh my God, dude. I heard that he did that. That's crazy. The seriously R-worded governor of Minnesota, Tim Walz, does nothing. Either through fear, incompetence, or both, while the worst congressman woman in our country, Ilhan Omar, always wrapped in her swaddling hijab. Bro, the worst congressman / woman. Okay, that's weird phrasing. Why did he quote that? Why? Okay, sorry. Like, if you pay attention to Trump's punctuation, you're going to lose your mind. Always wrapped in her swaddling hijab, and who probably came into the USA illegally, in that you are not allowed to marry your brother. What? You are not allowed to marry your brother? Did she marry her brother? Ilhan Omar. Marry brother. What is going on? Full video. One India News. Ilhan Omar married her brother to enter. So Trump is just watching One India News. Is Trump getting his news? Why is it? Oh, IMDb has a Matt Walsh video about this. What is going on? Okay, hold on. This is Al Jazeera. We have to check this out. Hold on. How do I pop this out?
Carrier destroyer over Thanksgiving. The spirit in our ranks.
The spirit in our ranks are great.
These are people. Ilhan Omar is garbage. She's garbage. Her friends are garbage. You know, China doesn't have gas.
Congresswoman Ilhan Omar hit back at Donald Trump after this cabinet meeting.
It's a hybrid. Has to be on a aircraft carrier destroyer over Thanksgiving. The spirit in our ranks.
These aren't people that work. These aren't people that say, let's go.
Oof. Bad hair day for Donald.
Come on, let's make this place great. These are people that do nothing but complain. But when they come from hell and they complain and do nothing but we don't want them in our country. Let them go back.
Given some real, some big old man, angry old man that's also racist energy. Racist, angry old man. That's what Donald Trump is giving right now.
To where they came from and fix it.
What kind of country is this man turning our country into? What kind of country are we becoming? It is embarrassing.
Or that they see me as a powerful voice that needs to be silenced.
Minnesota was promised us Somalis 3,000.
Minnesota was promised to us Somalis 3,000 years ago. Yes, I stand with what's the Somali version of Israel? Minnesota is that what we're saying? The promised land for Somalia? Dude, this is a good narrative. We need to have a Somali we need to have a Somali lobbying organization that lobbies for Somalis to colonize all of Minnesota, because let's just be honest, the fucking halal markets in Minnesota are it's the best place that you can get food at in Minnesota. I'm actually in favor of more Somalis. Wait, are you? Oh yeah, shit, you guys are right. The picture-in-picture is unseen. Damn it, I'm gonna have to rewind that for you. All right, we'll go back. I'm doing this on one screen right now. Maybe I'll just do the display capture. Okay, we're just gonna do this. Yeah, there we go. Fuck, I'm fucking this up. I need my other screen. Okay, here we go. We gotta rewind this. Sorry, everyone. I popped this out. Let's just run this back.
Ilhan Omar is garbage. She's garbage. Her friends are garbage. China doesn't have gasoline.
Ilhan Omar is garbage. Her friends are garbage. Congresswoman Ilhan Omar hit back at Donald Trump.
And whether it's a hybrid, it's to be on a aircraft carrier or destroyer over Thanksgiving. The spirit in our ranks.
These aren't people that work. These aren't people that say, let's go, come on, let's make this place.
Somalians aren't people that work, according to Donald Trump.
It's great. These are people that do nothing but complain. But when they come from hell and they complain and do nothing but we don't want them in our country. Let them go back to where they came from and fix it.
Omar, who fled war in Somalia as a child, called Trump's comments creepy.
What kind of country is this man turning our country into? What kind of country
His obsession with me is creepy. I hope he gets the help he desperately needs.
are we becoming? It is embarrassing.
Or that they see me as a power.
I mean, we know that Donald Trump is racist. We also know that he's a rapist. So, yeah, I would be creeped out too if he was obsessed with me. I would go to bed with a chastity belt on. Let's just say that. One of those ones with like spikes if you try anything and lose a fucking finger.
Powerful voice that needs to be silenced.
Many have taken to social media to mock Trump's hostile rhetoric. Now, why would I leave when I was promised this land 3 years ago? Dude, we need to like find more Somaliland or Somali world memes. These are way too good. Actually, I gotta like write down these names. This is must be Mariama.
Minnesota was promised us Somalis 3,000 years ago. And if you disagree, you're an anti-Kushite bigot and you need help.
This is the first fucking place that I'm seeing that. That's so good. Okay, Jacob Fry, come on, play into the Somali world. Minnesota is now Somali world.
Good afternoon, my name is Jacob Fry.
ICE agents appear set to deploy to Minnesota soon, and they are in Minnesota too, actively raiding halal markets.
They love our city and they're proud to call it home. And we're going to stand with them every step of the way. And so, to our Somali community, Daman Shabka, Somaliyed Kunul, Minnesota, Garahan, Minneapolis, Waan, Kuji Janila Hai, Waan, Ku Gereb.
Damn, bro, Jacob Fry pulling out the Somali.
Ganahan.
Crazy. Oh, Jesus, dude. Let's just see. ICE in Minneapolis. This is gonna be about the weather, isn't it? This is gonna be about. No, wait, no, it's not. There's a lot of ICE in Minneapolis right now. Not just the agents. Jesus. Okay, come on. Let's see the ICE operation.
I don't want them in our country, I'll be honest with you, okay? Somebody would say, oh, that's...
He's just such a fucking evil old dirtbag.
That's not politically correct. I don't care. I don't want them in our country. Their country's no good for a reason. Their country stinks, and we don't want them in our country. I can say that about other countries, too. I can say it about other countries.
Just because you're racist against more groups of people than one. That doesn't mean that it's good. That's actually where Trump's like, I'm racist against Somalis, but don't worry, I'm racist against a lot of other people too. Trust me, people want to say that it's not politically correct, but I'm racist against a whole other a whole spectrum of people I despise and I'm bigoted against. So don't worry, don't worry. It's like, that's worse. That makes it worse. It's not better. It's not better if you're racist against more than one group of people.
I can say it about other countries too. We don't want them to hell. We have to rebuild our country. You know, our country's at a tipping point. We could go bad. We're at a tipping point. I don't know if people mind me saying that, but I'm saying it. We could go one way or the other, and we're going to go the wrong way if we keep taking in garbage into our country.
Oh my God. No, dude, it's just like, I don't know, man. It's hard to be more racist than this. It's hard. Like, I guess if he said like more slurs, add in more slurs, and then you're there. You're like, the message is the same. He just isn't using slurs. That's the only difference between him and like the most racist you can be. Jesus, I don't know. This is fucking hard to watch.
Taking in garbage into our country.
He's wrong, and we want them here. Somali people have been an extraordinary benefit. I'll say it again. Somali people have been a benefit to our city for longer than I have been in our city.
The last thing that we need is federal agents coming to town attempting to turn us against each other, to turn us against ourselves. The last thing we need is federal agents coming in town to create chaos.
Ugh. I don't want them in our country, I'll be honest with you, he said during a cabinet meeting. We need to watch his whole cabinet meeting. His disparaging comments came as immigration authorities were reported to planning an enforcement operation in Minnesota's largest Somali community. In response, the Prime Minister of Somalia said he would not give Trump's comments importance and suggested they should be ignored. Officials in Minnesota have condemned the reported plan for an immigration enforcement. The reported plan and Trump's comments represent an intensification of the president's recent attacks on Minnesota's Somali community. Trump has also recently expanded his months-long immigration crackdown in the wake of last week's shooting of 2 National Guard members in Washington, D.C., which was allegedly perpetrated by an Afghan who moved to the U.S. Trump did not refer to that incident while speaking about Somalis. So we haven't really talked about the Afghan national who carried out this shooting, but suffice to say he was armed by the CIA. He was activated in Afghanistan by the CIA. He moved into the United States because he worked with the CIA. And then he got radicalized in the United States because like his living conditions were so bad and he was so isolated and had no kind of support whatsoever. And that's what made him eventually crack. So it's like, wow, a guy in the United States does a shooting. Interesting. I've never heard of that happen before. I wonder what it is about the United States which causes so many shootings to happen. It must be because he's Afghani. Like, it must be, the response must be more racism. That's a way to solve shootings in the United States. He also, somebody will say, oh, that's not politically correct. I don't care. I don't want them in our country. Like, yeah, you're just racist. Thank you. He also said, with Somalia, which is barely a country, you know, they have no anything. They just run around killing each other. There's no structure. God, dude. He then turned to criticizing Representative Omar, a Democrat and the first Somali American to be elected to Congress, with whom he has clashed repeatedly for a number of years. I always watch her, Trump said, adding that Omar hates everybody and I think she's an incompetent person. His obsession with me is creepy, Omar responded in a social media post. I hope he gets the help he desperately needs. Well, the help he needs is like an online blog that goes to no one and he can just sit in a retirement home doing it. Preferably a prison, but a retirement home is better than the White House.
I mean, our president's obsession with me and the Somali community really.
Dude, he was recruited when he was 15, but he lived in the United States and worked a normal job, and then he like got fired from his job apparently and was unable to survive in the United States, and that's what pushed him over the edge ultimately.
I mean, our president's obsession with me and the Somali community really is creepy and healthy. And we are not, and I am not someone to be intimidated, and we are not going to be scapegoated. We are here to stay.
Yeah, scapegoated. I mean, also just like, feel free to call out his racism. I think more actual attacks on Donald Trump's rhetoric, and just need to call it racist. Like, let's not play around. What did Tim Walz say? Tim Walz said, release the MRI results, like he's doing like he's just doing politics. Like, do we have more Tim Walz stuff? Do we actually have responses from him, like calling it out as racist? I'm running for re-election. We're 1 month in. Just to be clear, there will be no pardon for fraudsters. Release the MRI results. So he's attacking Trump to release the MRI results. But I mean, goddamn, like yeah, he actually just needs to speak up more about this shit, because it's just so disgustingly, like, nakedly racist. And ignoring that is kind of scary. It's like even, oh, we're going to stand shoulder to shoulder with our Somali brothers. They're making the city a better place. Of course they are. Like, immigration, no matter where it's from, makes the places where people go to a better place. You need to just call it out as racist, which is what it is. The fact that people aren't really looking at that in that way is kind of concerning, to be honest. What do we got? Live updates, Fox News.
And let JJ McCarthy and see what we got here. So
one of the questions was about the other JJ.
Can't rewind on that. Minneapolis delegation on Trump targeting Somali Minnesotans. Where is deportation rally?
Our economy. This is about affordability here. I'm just going to say one thing. Well, maybe I already said one thing. So now I'm going to say.
This is all live. 9 a.m. community response planned. Well, anyway, there will be videos coming out of this pretty soon. Pair 11, ICE operations in Minneapolis now underway. This was 3 hours ago. Minneapolis, the news comes. So ICE operations are now underway. The ICE raids will actually be used as a weapon to terrorize this community. Yeah, of course. But like, what are the ICE raids? During a cabinet meeting on Tuesday, President Trump said they contribute nothing. Somalians ripped off that state. They contribute nothing. I don't want them in our country. Yeah. Yeah, so, I mean, it's literally happening right now. Like, ICE raids are literally happening right now. So, if you're in Minnesota, just watch out. Okay, Matt Walsh and Dave Rubin on Ilhan Omar. I'm curious about this. We need to get to the end of it. Pretty sure Omar broke several laws when she married her brother for immigration purposes. At Real Tom Homan can look into that.
Immigration policy is a threat to immigrants.
They're not, okay, so that's not even. Did Ilhan Omar marry her brother? A podcast episode. It only has 6 stars. 6 out of 10 stars. Okay, hold on. We need to watch this. Did Matt Walsh. The podcast isn't even showing up. Yeah, I mean, yeah, just the classic, like, we don't even want Ilhan Omar, send her out of here.
Donald Trump was asked about one of these foreigners, a lawmaker named Ilhan Omar. There's very strong evidence that she committed immigration fraud. She's certainly a communist who, by her own admission, is loyal to Somalia, not the United States. And here's how Trump responded.
Where are the clips? Where are the clips, Matt Walsh? God damn, I'm so happy that I don't watch Matt Walsh on this show. Okay. Ugh. Oh, what the fuck else is going on? All right, let's just watch. Is there anything? Oh damn, bro! 1.1 million views. All right, let's watch a little bit of this, and then we've got to call it today. Okay, come on, Asmund.
Kaceytron.
Tell me how you didn't murder your mother. This is the most replayed part.
On Ray's GoFundMe goal, knowing that she'll be mocked by Asmongold and XQC incel fans.
In September, I made a settlement offer to Ethan for $17,500. This offer was publicly revealed by Ethan to his Instagram followers.
Yeah?
My mother, father, and sister all struggle with disability and housing instability. They are my family and they depend on me.
Then why would you put them at risk by saying that you're committing copyright infringement on your stream?
You got her, dude.
Why would you put them at risk? If you know that they depend on you and you are trying to like help these people, why would you do that?
She didn't say that she was doing that on her stream.
Does it make sense?
This month, like many other low-income Americans, my mother and disabled sister had their food stamps taken away. Under the current political climate, the future of funding for other assistance is uncertain. I cannot afford to fail them. I simply want this nightmare.
Just keep in mind, this was like, I mean, healthcare subsidies are being cut for people. Food stamps were being cut at around this time. Like, you want to pretend like she's just playing the victim. There's real forces at work making everyday Americans' lives worse.
To be over so that I can go back to providing my family with my full support. Ethan?
Don't ever believe any of this bullshit. She is the nastiest fucking person ever. She's so nasty.
I just want to support my family. What a nasty fucking person. Hey, thank you for the 10 gifted subs.
So obnoxious. She has no problem bringing up my dead mother, weaponizing her audience against people.
Bro, how much of an audience does Kaceytron even have? Sorry, I gotta like put my fucking... How much of an audience does Kaceytron have? What do we have? Twitch Kaceytron? Like, I've literally never heard of her. Oh, I guess she does have a pretty big audience on Twitch. But what's the what's the average? She has 541,000 followers on Twitch. I guess Hassan's like pretty big, right? Hassan has 3 million. Casio, I mean, all of these are pretty big. 782K. I guess Casio is pretty big. Okay, she's fairly good size on Twitch. Nick Merckx, 6.7 mil followers, 2.4 mil. random streamers, 3.2. Destroy, 453. Okay, sure. And so what, you're getting harassed because she said that you killed your mother?
Spreading lies.
Weaponizing my dead mother.
Problem bringing up my dead mother, weaponizing her audience against people, spreading lies against people. Nah, you get what you fucking deserve. You do.
Asmund, she wasn't sued because she was spreading lies. She was sued because she didn't react hard enough to Ethan Klein's video.
That's what you get.
Klein is suing me for 100.
Like, dude, if we're saying that you could be sued for being a bad person, you should be sued nonstop. Like you should be being sued every single day. You should be forced to do apologies every single fucking day. I want to see Asmongold's crying into the camera begging for money video. That's what I want to see from Asmongold.
$150,000, which is the maximum
150,000?
damages for malicious copyright infringement.
Good thing he didn't get that.
Wow.
I believe it is highly unlikely that a court
Ethan got probably like, I don't know, 15K probably.
would find me liable for copyright infringement at all, and certainly not malicious copyright infringement.
That's what a lawyer wrote
My
for
offer
her.
was tied to the maximum damages for normal copyright infringement, which has a maximum
Well, how is it not malicious whenever you said you were doing it to deprive him of revenue? Like, I mean, this is the problem, is that people...
Is there even a difference? But what is that? Malicious copyright infringement. I don't think that's like a real thing. Criminal copyright infringement, need some advice, false copyright infringement report. I received a malicious copyright infringement notice. And as a result, what is this? I want to tell you something. A few days ago, I received a notice from Amazon that I violated copyright, and Amazon removed my list. Although it was wrong, so I submitted the appeal to Amazon and also removed the inventory from Amazon. After a few days, I received an email from Amazon. Okay. That's an Amazon thing. Criminal infringement of a copyright. Willful copyright infringement defined. Whenever a company is faced with a legal demand letter dealing with the subject matter of federal copyright infringement due to having infringing songs, books, blah, 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 the cease and desist or take down notice normally claims that your company is a willful infringer of a federally registered copyright. But what exactly does this mean? Okay. There are several definitions. A plaintiff sustains its burden of proving willfulness by showing the defendant knew or should have known it infringed the plaintiff's copyrights. Willful copyright infringement does not require showing of actual knowledge. To prove willfulness, plaintiffs may show the infringer had actual or constructive knowledge that it was infringing the plaintiff's copyright, or that the infringer acted in reckless disregard of the high probability that it was infringing plaintiff's copyrights. Okay, like what's the difference between that and non-willful? World Color maintains that its conduct cannot be willful as a matter of law because the district court found that it had a right to reprint. So just like you can do copyright infringement, but if you knew about the copyright infringement or had like knowledge, reasonable knowledge that you would have done copyright infringement, that's willful. I don't think like malicious copyright is an actual legal term.
People like this are so allergic to accountability.
But at the end of the day, it's just going to, if it actually got in front of a judge, yeah, it could influence the way the judge perceives you. If they think that you did it willfully or maliciously or whatever, maybe they'll give you a harsher punishment. At least that's the research that I saw. That's what it was. It's not like a separate legal term. It's just like the judge might have you pay out more fines if they're like, oh, you did this on purpose. Which, once again, Kaceytron being like, oh, I hope he doesn't get views. That's not the same as I'm doing this on purpose to infringe on his copyright. Like, she can make the claim, yeah, I hope he doesn't get views, and I thought that my content was transformative enough to not be copyrighted. Like, that's what I said. Don't watch it on Ethan's. You shouldn't give him views. Watch it with me. That doesn't mean that the content that I did was not transformative of Ethan's podcast. My reaction took like 6.5 hours to the video. That was 1 hour and 30 minutes long.
That they literally cannot even engage with anything in any sort of authentic way. You're not.
Yeah, I think you're right. Malicious defamation, that seems like more likely than malicious copyright infringement.
Not even listening to what he said. You're not even trying. Isn't it crazy?
Image of 30.
Why is he listening to like D&D tavern shanty music? Like what's his background music in his video?
You're not even trying. Isn't it crazy?
damage of $30,000. Considering it is unlikely there are any damages at all that I could have caused, even if I am found liable for copyright infringement, my offer of $17,500 felt very generous. For me, that is a lot of money, and it would have come directly from my own pocket.
Well, yeah,
if
obviously
we are
it
unable
would
to
have.
reach
Where
a
else would it
settlement
come
soon,
from?
this could stretch all the way to December of next year and cost me hundreds of thousands of dollars in lawyers' fees. Through the end of the trial. To be clear, I don't make anywhere near this kind of money. Like most Americans, I live paycheck.
Then why did you do it?
Smartest medieval peasant. Yeah, see you later, Brett.
Like, you could have just come out and apologized and said, you know what, I was wrong, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have done this. But instead of that, you said that he was working with, like, I don't know if she said...
Bro, what are you talking about? You can't get sued and then just say, oh, I'm sorry, Ethan Klein's awesome. And then be like, I said I'm sorry, why are you suing me? What? That's not how... What, dude, these people act like the legal system is just an online internet beef. Asman and Ethan, they're like, oh, you should have just apologized and then we could have moved on from that. She's being sued. She can't just apologize and then let the lawsuit like this. Oh, it's like, it's like if you say, oh, no takesies backsies. It's like, fuck. I guess I'm done then. You like put up an invulnerability shield where my lawsuit doesn't work anymore. She apologized. That's the secret weapon to dissipate my lawsuit. Wow, she found my one weakness, public apologies. I guess I can't sue her anymore. Like, what are you talking about, Asmongold? Like, these people want to make it, oh, she's a bad person. Oh, she's evil. Oh, she made fun of my dead mom. It's a copyright infringement lawsuit that she settled with a public apology because Ethan's an online petty bitch.
Said that she was working with Israel, but you implied this as well, at least I think you did, and you've gone out and said all this other negative stuff about Ethan. You brought up his kids, you've brought up other people's kids. Like, you've got really, I mean, this is the thing, is a person like this has no boundaries. You have no boundaries for what you are willing to or not willing to, you know, bring up in terms of like weaponizing against a person. So
oh, she has no boundaries on criticizing people in online feuds. Wow. I guess sue her for copyright infringement. Dude, give me a break.
Now, like, I mean, you had every opportunity to walk it back, to step back, and you didn't do any of those. And maybe
she reacted to a video and then got sued. What do you mean she's had every opportunity to walk it back?
Now you might pretend to do one because your back's against the wall. But I don't know if Ethan's going to let this happen or not. I mean, in my opinion,
didn't she do a public apology here? This was the video when did she not do the public apology?
Made her hate her audience and the community. I generally thought that only 17K was sufficient. Well, she's stupid. I mean, so what do you expect, right? She's reading off a script. I mean, that's probably the only smart thing to do. Blast moves out there. Tron acts like deserve this.
Like saying that I deserve all of this. And
that is what I said. Yeah.
Where's the new video of his? This is it.
So this is what happened. Kaceytron
47 minutes long.
Went and made an apology. So here we go right here. So part of, I guess, the settlement with Ethan is that there is an apology that she had to make. Y'all ready for this? She had to apologize, and she went live and did it. Here we go.
And by stating I take...
She couldn't even do a live. She had to go and, oh my God. And you didn't even start it at the beginning of the video. Look at this here. Watch, real quick. Wait, real quick. Let me pull this up. Watch real quick.
Okay, Jesus, this is wow. She recorded an apology as part of a lawsuit settlement. Oh, she recorded it. She didn't even do it live.
He don't know who you are. Tomorrow.
Forward. I also want to make clear that I did not receive any support, financial or otherwise, from Hassan Piker. Hassan never even reached out to me privately to offer.
Based? He don't know who you are. You're a bottom feeder.
For words of support.
Yeah, of course. Why would he? You a weirdo trying to sniff his clothes. Remember that clip?
I have to get really in there, but there's definitely the scent. It's like...
Oh, what? Kaceytron, was that in Hassan's bed or something?
I just
Hassan didn't want to talk to you? Based. You a weird ass bitch for doing this.
That was... is he saying that Hassan slept there? Like, that's what happened?
This is weird. What's wrong with you? You treat a person this way. He doesn't deserve to be treated that way. It's disgusting. To talk to... invade somebody's personal space this way. That was on camera. She did that.
Hassan Piker. Hassan never even reached out to me privately to offer words of support.
She's sniffing where his ass would be. She was not sniffing his pillow. And
Speaking honestly, I found his indifference to my suffering hurtful.
His indifference to your suffering? Oh my God.
Dude, I love how the people in Asmongold's chat are like, you know Ethan made her say this, right? Like you know Ethan H3H3 wrote this script out for her, and Asmon's like, I can't believe that she's obsessed with Hassan. That's so funny. He doesn't even know who you are. Meanwhile, Ethan's mauling it, pulling his hair out in the corner of his basement, being like, why hasn't Hassan donated to Kaceytron? Why hasn't Hassan donated to Kaceytron? It's his fault. It's his fault. It's his fault. Like, Ethan's just like rocking himself in a self-soothing motion. He's rocking himself to sleep, mauling about Hassan. And Asmongold's like, oh, Kaceytron is so obsessed with Hassan. That's hilarious.
Oh my God.
Yeah, they're like, what percent of this do you think Ethan wrote? You know H3H3 made her say this, right?
Oh my God. What, you want to see? Oh, bro, what? Yeah, you thought you were on the team. Oh my God.
Especially after he hinted he might help me behind the scenes.
Fucking based. Absolutely fucking based. Wow. Damn. So
it's so funny that Asmongold is actually knocking down the narrative that Ethan Klein was trying to build up. Ethan's like, Hassan he heavily hinted that he was going to donate to her just so that he wants credit. And Asmongold's like, Hassan's fucking based. He totally like lied to say that he's going to donate to her and then didn't do it at all. That's a Chad move. It's like, Ethan, you're losing the battle to your own to the own person that you claim as your ally, Asmongold. He's actually subverting your narrative. Maybe you should check Asmongold next.
You went out there and you were fighting, you were waving around his flag and he didn't even know who you were. Damn, that's sad. That's really sad.
It felt like he wanted to receive credit from the public for him helping me without providing any.
She called him a virtue signaler. Oh my God. Oh, wow.
As to the GoFundMe money, to the extent there are any remaining funds.
They're like, Ethan 100% wrote this.
After I pay my...
There won't be.
What?
As to the GoFundMe money, to the extent there are any remaining funds after I pay my...
There won't be.
Like, once again, Asmongold undercutting Ethan's narrative. Ethan's like, I made bank by taking all of the money that Kaceytron earned. And in reality, it's like $10,000 or less that he got from the remaining legal funds of Kaceytron's GoFundMe. And Asmongold's like, there won't be any illegal funds left. There won't be any funds in your GoFundMe left. You're going to be completely broke. Meanwhile, he's going to find out in like the next sentence that Ethan's gonna be the one that gets all of those remaining funds, and he's not gonna get that much.
There won't be.
Attorney's fees. I have agreed to pay the remaining funds to the Kleins. The funds will not go to.
So all of the people that...
Yeah, and then immediately he just completely ignores the part that he just said. There won't be any of the legal funds left. That's what he said. Now he's going to be like, Ethan's a genius because he gets all of the money left. In 5 seconds ago, he said there's not going to be any money left. But now Ethan's a genius because he played all of these people to donate to Kaceytron and then takes their monies.
Hated Ethan, that donated their hard-earned money, their wage slave money, is going to Ethan Klein's IDF Israeli Defense Fund. I mean, everybody likes the redistribution of wealth, right? You have redistributed people who are, very, you try to...
Okay, Jesus. Yeah, yep. Go on that rant on your own time, Asmongold. It's just painful to listen to.
Disabled people that rely on me. Moving forward, I will do better.
I won't.
Okay, goddamn. He's painful to listen to. Oh. What? The White House is attacking Sabrina Carpenter? Okay, we need to look at this, and then we're gonna end it. I promise. Sabrina Carpenter calls White House video using her song evil and disgusting. What's the song? Pop star Sabrina Carpenter on Tuesday blasted the Trump admin for using her 2024 hit song Juno as a soundtrack for a TikTok video showing immigration and customs enforcement agents detaining people during raids. I'm gonna mute it. This is so dystopian. You're playing pop music over just like authoritarianism happening in real time. Just fascist thugs beating people up and capturing them in real time. Oofda. This video is evil and disgusting, Carpenter wrote on X in response to the White House posting the ICE video on TikTok. Not ever involve me or my music to benefit your inhumane... Dude, based Sabrina Carpenter, holy shit. Now I gotta listen to her music more. Actually based. Do not ever involve me or my music to benefit your inhumane agenda, she added. The clip posted by the White House begins with the footage of a protest against ICE operations before cutting to a montage of agents handcuffing and detaining people. The soundtrack features a viral lyric from Juno, "Have you ever tried this one?" The caption on the White House's post echoes the lyrics, "Have you ever tried this one? Bye bye." It's just like, it's so uncool. Like, the White House is so cringe trying to do these, like, I don't know, what would you call them? Like fan edits of ICE. Just massive bootlicker, massive like loser energy. Oh, I know what's gonna be sick. I'm gonna use a Sabrina Carpenter song and then we're gonna reference it to support ICE. Like, it's so uncool. White House spokeswoman Abigail Jackson responded to Carpenter's criticism in a statement to CNBC. Statement? That it an interview? Abigail Jackson. This is Abigail Jackson. Let's see if we can find it. CNBC. What is going on? Why are they feuding with pop stars? Leaves Trump admin whining. Abigail Jackson issued a short and sweet statement defending deporting violent criminal offenders. That's not who you're deporting. Abigail Jackson reposted the Daily Caller. Here's a short and sweet message. Oh, this was a statement to she's issuing statements to TMZ? Here's a short and sweet message for Sabrina Carpenter. We won't apologize for deporting dangerous, criminal, illegal murderers, rapists, and pedophiles from our country. Anyone who defend these sick monsters must be stupid, or is it slow? That's your defense? Obviously, it's just a lie. Anyone who would defend these sick monsters must be stupid, or is it slow? She said. Short and Sweet is the 2024 album by Carpenter that launched her to global fame. Juno is on that album. Carpenter is the latest in a growing line of artists who have objected to President Donald Trump for his administration using their music without permission. Beyonce, based Neil Young, fucking sick. ABBA, Celine Dion, and Olivia Rodrigo are among the performers who have previously demanded that Trump stop using their songs at rallies. Several of those artists have sent a cease and desist letter or threatened legal action. Dude, it's so fucking crazy. Oh yeah, we're gonna do like fan edits of ICE deporting people to Sabrina Carpenter. I'm a hardworking Latino, 75 hours a week. I obey the law. Came here legally. I pay my taxes. I speak English. I love this country and I voted for this. And I voted for this. You can't be deported if you come here legally. Yes, you can. Are you fucking stupid? America is so embarrassing. Yo, whoever running this page is actually so funny. Oh my god. Okay, these are bots, right? These are fucking bots, right? Like the guy who says I'm a Latino and I voted for this. That one, believable. Saying that this is really funny, that has to be a bot. There's no other way. Holy shit. Saying that was funny. God. All right, guys. Sabrina Carpenter. I'm going to go listen to some Sabrina Carpenter music. You all should too. Honestly, out of that whole list, Neil Young is the only person I listen to out of that list of anti-Trump musicians. But yeah, love seeing musicians get politically active because they live in a politically active world. Like, if you're a bystander, that's allowing the people, that's empowering the people in power to just be a bystander, and the people in power right now are fucking monsters. Damn, I might go check out a rally in Minneapolis. Let me know if you're interested in like if you're interested in like content or anything from anti-ICE rallies. That'd be cool. I've been to a few. They're pretty cool. They're pretty fun. Anyway, I'm going to head out. Everyone, have a great rest of your evening. Thank you for participating in chat. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for the liking of the stream. Have a great rest of your day. And I agree with one thing. Stay safe out there.